What's up, everybody? It's Wednesday night, hump day, halfway through the week. It's ranking the tracks. It's Wednesday. It's the live edition. It's Two Live Crew. It's right. It's the live edition of Two Legs, a Paul McCartney podcast. Tom Hunyadi here with Andy Nichols. What's going on, everybody? And it's ranking the tracks. It's volume 25.
A minute here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry.
Something wrong?
I had to hear that. I had loaded the video up and it was just coming through twice. So I was hearing what you were saying. But yeah, good evening, partner.
So anyways, it's volume 25 of Ranking the Tracks. Egypt Station. Should be another interesting ranking. Andy, how you doing?
I'm very well. Looking forward to ranking Egypt Station, which, hard to believe, is almost 3 years old now.
Wow.
It seems like yesterday. But really, I mean, I can remember the anticipation for this record, and and here we are now 3 years later, and it's already been followed up by another.
Oh, the anticipation and the build-up for this record was amazing. Just brilliant PR for this record. You know, all the publicity, everything that he did.
Oh, carpool karaoke,
all the mini live shows. You know. So, I mean, there was a lot of great stuff that he did to promote this album, and all that hard work paid off. You know, they dropped the single a couple months early, which
came out in June. That was I remember that.
I mean, that was way early, and then we ended up getting the single for Record Store Day. You know, later on, I think that ended up being a
Record store, the I don't know.
I think it was the Black Friday record.
That was the
November.
That was the November.
Yeah, it's November, right? Yeah. Hey Tom, we're gonna. Yeah, it's mainly the 14 tracks, but we know where the two stations
the two station tracks will be ranked just for academic reasons.
And then that's it. I mean, they're gonna be last. No big deal. How you doing, Tony, Hudson, Nathan, Beans? Good to see you guys. And then there's Ethan Alexander.
Who I just told he just did his first live stream last night. So
yes.
Bravo, yes. Moderator.
What's up, Day Tripper? This album's a nightmare. Interesting.
Okay.
Oh man, Mo, what's going on? Let's see here. Long time no see. Yeah, Ethan did his first live stream last night. Beans was there. It was quite the show. Susan, hello. Our good friend Susan's here.
Mo, opening station or station 2 closest to the title track for Andy's number 1. Hi, Susan.
Too funny. But yeah, I mean, the PR for this album was brilliant.
This was like the hype. This was like before we got the McCartney 3 hype. It was like this one was hyped and all.
Right.
I mean, I can't remember how many different vinyl variations there were now. They're all in my other room.
Right.
Standard. Then there was even like different pressings of like the heavyweight vinyl and
there was like 130 or 150. There was 180, like 150 gram vinyl. There was the trifold LP. There was the one Spotify.
Is that this one? I don't know which one this one is. Trifold. I mean,
there's your trifold right there. You know.
Okay. I mean, there was so many.
Yeah. In the past, McCartney has said that. He never felt that some of his albums got pushed, but this album, got pushed from Capitol. Very good, very well, I should say.
The Capitol hype machine was definitely big up on this one. Summer, it was September of 2018.
Right,
like everywhere. The medley will count as one. Yeah, I think it will.
Right, Tony. Wrong. The only one I don't have is the Spotify edition.
Yeah. I mean, we're going to rank the standard proper album tonight.
Standard proper album. Correct. So we're not doing Get Started or.
No, but I got to say, like, if I'm going to listen to the album, though, I love the Explorers edition because
it's great.
Everything's on it. You got everything on it.
Well, except for In a Hurry and Home Tonight, which came after.
Right.
So, we should get one more deluxe Egypt Station at some point with In a Hurry and Home Tonight on CD, because In a Hurry and Home Tonight haven't been released on CD.
No, exclusive to the
Record Store Day. Yeah,
Record Store Day 2019. Yes. That was Record Store Day November 2019.
Yes.
The year before that was
The following year, yeah. So
Right.
it finished strong with 2 great songs, "In a
Oh.
Hurry" and "Home Tonight," and we'll be ranking those next week, or if when the next ranking the tracks will be, we're going to rank all of those tracks, and then we'll finish with McCartney 3.
Yeah, interesting. And we did an episode a few episodes back where we took the best of McCartney 3 and Egypt Station if we made one album, which Tom and I have talked about a little bit, and you guys have too.
Right.
So I still firmly believe if you take the, they're 2 very good albums in between. You take the best out of both of them, you get one killer album. I still feel
Oh,
that.
absolutely. And the same, and like this album, as of with many of McCartney's records, if you take the bonus tracks and you take away your least favorite songs from that album, you're going to get a killer record.
Right.
You know
Tony says he has Home Tonight on CD. Where's that from, Tony?
Is that a bootleg, I would imagine?
Because that was given no proper release on CD.
Yeah. So, got the suitcase over there. I didn't bring it down. I was gonna,
You should have.
Yeah, I should have. But
I've never actually even seen it, to be honest.
Really?
I have not. I'm almost 2 years of working on this show with you. I've not seen this suitcase that's been so hyped and talked about. I've never even seen it.
Well, let's make sure and hopefully.
Oh, there it is.
There it is, top shelf.
You got it on eBay. Well, that doesn't mean that it's official, pal.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it definitely didn't get a CD release.
No, it was just the vinyl.
That's all it was. And then, and of course, streaming and digital.
Streaming and digital. Okay, fair enough. Yes. You really dug your own grave with this one. Well, you know what? I'm still happy I bought the suitcase.
I listen. I think.
Uh-oh. You froze up on me, buddy. You froze. If you can hear me, I'll be right back.
What are you gonna do? I don't get it. Computer works fine for talk more talk. Now with this, anyways. So what were we saying? We're talking about the suitcase. I'm still glad I got it. I don't care what others think. I still love it.
Oh, the comments are catching up here now. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
See, yep. Ollie Hudson, one leg again. Tony, will this be a weekly occurrence, Tom? Well, it's out of our control, man.
Yeah.
It's out of our control. Yeah, I don't know why. What are you on your phone now, Tom?
Yeah. I'm on the phone now, just trying to get it situated. But yeah, I mean, there was so much released from this. I mean, this is I probably considered myself a real true McCartney collector now with Egypt Station, because I just felt like, okay, I had to have everything, instead of and the only thing I did get was a Spotify.
Right. And was that colored vinyl as well too? I can't remember.
Yeah, that was colored vinyl as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, this will be an interesting one. I'm very curious to see what our viewers out there, how they rank it, where they think about it now, 3 years later. I'm on record still loving the album as much as I did in 2018.
Yeah, I enjoy this record a lot. Let me get to the YouTube here.
Yeah.
And I can watch the comments as well, and we'll start ranking away.
Hudson says Tom has a Windows computer. That's why. Zinger, Hudson.
Hudson, you're.
Apple, baby.
Yeah.
Apple.
Anyways, okay, so
Ollie says it's his best since London Town. Wow, that's cool.
interesting. Great.
I believe you start.
Yes. So okay, so opening station 1 and 2, 15 and 16. Okay. So going to 14.
Right. We're gonna just assume that, yeah, we're both putting the two stations 15 and 16 for the record.
Right. 14 for me, People Want Peace.
Knew that was coming.
Yeah. I've said from the get-go.
Oh,
I just haven't enjoyed this song at all. I thought he done this peace thing several times already with Peace in the Neighborhood and Pipes of Peace. You know, there was even a peace segment in the Liverpool oratorio. You know,
was.
so yeah, so it's an already, you know, and we deal with Ringo's peace all the time too. You know, so it's just,
no autographs.
yeah, it's just a burnt out thing on the peace thing. I think I like it musically better than I like it lyrically.
Lyrically,
I like it, you know, how it kind of starts off. But other than that, it's a throwaway track for me.
all right.
Any of the tracks that came out afterwards, including Get Enough, would have been a great addition instead of People Want
I
Peace.
think if we could take a couple of those bonus tracks and we threw them on the album and make we'd
Right.
like the album even more.
Right.
All right, so that I'm going to actually keep score tonight on my little scorecard sheet here, so we keep
Okay.
track of these. So Tom had People Want Peace at 14. Okay,
Correct.
14 for me is Caesar Rock. Don't like that song. The wordplay is cute. She's a rock. Don't like the song at all. I don't think it goes anywhere. She's a rock.
Sure.
She's got matching teeth. I just don't like that song.
Matching teeth.
Don't like that song at all. So that's 14.
Okay. 13 for me. We're going to 13. Let's see. Tony said Anthem is better by Ringo Starr. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, this People Want Peace would have been great to give to Ringo, actually, in my opinion. Okay. 13 for me, Despite Repeated Warnings.
There it is. Okay.
The epic that should have been 10 times better, in my opinion.
Then it was. That was the one. There was a lot of hype for that track.
There was a lot of hype for that track, for this big epic Band on the Run style.
Yeah, and all it ended up being was an anti.
That's how it was hyped.
Right.
But for me, it goes nowhere, and unfortunately, I still don't enjoy it. I mean, these are my two least favorite songs. On the rest, I like to enjoy.
Enjoy.
Yeah, or love even. But Despite Repeated Warnings, unfortunately, goes nowhere for me. You know,
Plus it's him getting political again. No, that's a no for him. He's not good at that.
He is not good at it.
He's not good at it. Sing the happy songs and the songs that
Right.
and the melody and sing those songs that you're known for. Don't go
Right.
talking political, because it's just not your arena. It's not your
Well,
arena.
then you alienate, you know, a fan base. You know what I mean? So
You know, even like Freedom, like, just don't do
Right.
it.
right. So Despite Repeated Warnings is number 13 for me.
Very well ranked appropriately. Okay, 13 for me. For you.
Oh.
Yeah. You know, again, it's just wordplay. A lot of wordplay on this rerecord. You know, Caesar Rock
Right.
for you. A lot of double
Right.
lot of double entendres going on here on this record. I like the song. Actually, here's the case. You liked the music of People Want Peace, but you didn't really like the lyrics. I kind of apply the same concept with For You. I like the music. I like the beat. I like the bounciness of it. I just think the lyrics are just crap.
Right.
You know, but I'd say, I'm not really, come on, babe, and out. I remember him, let's do it, like singing it on Howard Stern, and Stern was like, "What are you trying to say here?" You know. But I don't like For You.
Okay. Fair enough.
I just don't. I never liked it. Again, just too cutesy for me.
Gotcha. Paul's got a couple good political songs. Give Ireland, Big Boys Bigger. Yeah, he's got a couple, but you know, for the most part, I think that he is not very successful with them, especially with the Despite Repeated Warnings. Michael, Mecca has the right to go political as much as
Anybody has the right. Anybody has the right to do it. It's whether he's good at it or not.
It doesn't mean it's going to be a good song.
Bingo.
You know what I mean?
Bingo,
So-
partner. Bingo.
And you might like it, and that's great. You know, there's just been so many great political songs over the last 50, 60 years.
I mean,
Unfortunately, this isn't
you're
one of
gonna
them.
you're gonna compare Big Boys Bickering to like the Lonesome Death of Hattie Carroll by Bob Dylan? I mean, come on.
Or Ohio, you know.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let's see. McCartney lyrics tends to be too sweet to be successfully political song. I think so.
Agree, Marcus. We definitely agree with that statement right there.
Yeah.
Too sweet to be successful political songs. That's spot on.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I had for you at 13.
Okay, 12 for me. Unfortunately, I know you like this one. Do It Now.
Okay.
I like it. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I know it's far down at 12. I do like it, but it's like the bottom of the likes for me. So, you know, going up here, going forward, the rest of the stuff I love. But I think it's his slow songs are great, but he sings it slow. You know what I mean? I almost feel like this would be a great Neil Diamond song, because that's what he does, that that singing, talking thing.
Yeah.
I just feel like this would be a good, Neil Diamond. I don't really necessarily like it when Paul does that, but it's a good song. But for me, it just doesn't go anywhere.
Okay, so you don't like the structure, how it kind of builds and builds and builds and builds. That's kind of one of the reasons why I have it ranked a little bit higher. I like the chorus coming in. That's just, I'll save that for when I get to it. But it doesn't really do much for you.
It's a good sentiment, though. I mean, it's like Do It Now. Yes, I totally agree.
I think that was another one of his dad's sayings, right?
Right, I think so.
Yeah.
But excuse me. But I mean, I don't really care for it musically, or I like it, but just not as exciting. And musically and lyrically, it's okay.
Okay. 12 for me. You just mentioned it. It was your 13, despite repeated warnings, for all the reasons that my partner said. And for the reasons that we just talked about in the chat. It starts out okay. And then when I first heard it, I was like, ooh, this might be good.
Yeah.
Then the whole, how can we stop him? Grab the no. Nope. N-O.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't mind the Yes We Can Do It. I mean, that's part. I mean, the song gets big then. You know what I mean? But it doesn't really go anywhere. I don't like the Janet part. It's just.
Yeah. Is that the whole the engineer cries? Right? That's that whole bit. Yeah.
All right, so that was your 12.
That was my 12. Yep. You're 11. You're up to 11.
Says, what's on your shirt, son? Records. Yeah, I mean, it's what it is. It's kind of almost like the Dead, Let It Be. I mean, the Dead Beatles. It's kind of like Let It Zombie. The shirt says up top. So it's like the Beatles as zombies. So that's that. Let's see here. Tom agrees with me on Do It Now. Do It Now is good, but no Hand in Hand. That says Ollie. That's true. Tony says, thank you, Tom. Don't care much for Do It Now. But it's still a decent song. He's 14, is very young to experience stuff. No offense. Okay. Fair enough. 11. She's got matching teeth. I do tend to like Caesar Rock as a rocker that we don't get a lot of, in these days from Paul. And I do enjoy. I do kind of like that. She's a rock, Caesar Rock type it. And just like you said, like For You, we got kind of get that as well. I think it does work a little bit here. I do like it musically, and I just chalk it up as one of his fun songs.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just that's how I consider it. I just like it. I love and it's fun to me.
I believe that I think it closes out one of the sides too on the LP. I think side 3. I think, or whatever that is on the album.
I don't recall. It's towards the end.
Right. I just seem to remember it closing one of the album sides. So Caesar Rock was 11 for you.
Right.
11 for me is the Vaunted Medley. The first one he ever did.
Yeah.
Hunt You Down, Naked, C-Link. So again, kind of like Tom, like I like this song. It's not that I don't dislike it at all. When I listen to the album, I enjoy the medley. Great rocker, it starts right out, which is really cool. And it kind of goes to that whole naked big, I've been bent, which is cool. Right. And then that long solo that takes you out, that closes the album proper.
Mhm.
Nothing spectacular, but just a good track. You know, I'm
Right.
not going to say that it's, you know, top tier Macca, but it's a good track. I like that. I like how it closes the album, and I'm really rocking on the beginning of that song. Hunt You Down is awesome.
Right.
Hunt You Down is really great.
Oh, it is.
For me, and I love how I like when he does that. I like when he throws medleys together. It's
Mhm.
you know, fragments that you just throw together, and he doesn't, you know,
He does it so well.
he does it well. He's done it a lot, and he kind of poo-poos it in his career, but I like it.
Mhm. No, and that's why it's my number 10. I do like it,
There you
and
go.
also all the reasons why you say I tend to like C-Link. I love his guitar playing at on C-Link. He just doesn't do enough of
Yeah.
doesn't do enough of that, in my opinion. Where he's just like, kind of channeling Clapton or something and doing this more solos instead of riffs. You know what I mean? So I wish he would just do that
Right.
more often.
Right. Hudson, newsflash, the Red Rose medley is a masterpiece, buddy. Just going to throw that out there.
Oh.
So that was okay. So the medley was your 10.
Yeah, I like the whole thing. I don't like Hunt You Down. I like Naked. Is probably my second of the three, and then Hunt You Down is probably my least favorite of the three.
Because you really like the jamming out of like the
love the
C-Link jamming out.
yeah.
You like
And then
that
I
the
do really-
best.
Yeah, and then I really do like his piano playing on Naked, as well. So yeah, 10 is the medley for me.
All righty. 10 for me is Back in Brazil. Which is I was going to probably inch it up a little bit higher in my top 10, but I did a little finagling, and I had to really warm up to this track. And I think the best part of the track is the Ichiban stuff. I love that. Ichiban, boom, Ichiban, boom. Yeah, it's a track over the 3 years that the album's been out. It's really grown on me. Probably the beginning, I was like, what the hell is this song? But it's really kind of grown on me. It starts with that whole little, it's really, I really like Back in Brazil. And I probably actually should have, if I'm being honest, should have had it ranked a little bit higher tonight than where I have it.
Okay.
Because I really like it. But I have it at 10.
Okay, well, I did have it a little higher than you at number 9.
Okay.
Back to Brazil is one of the standout tracks that I liked immediately. I like the doot, 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 doot. I like the purpose of it. People were kind of like comparing it to Another Day, which I this is
really?
fine. Yeah, but it's not as good lyrically as Another Day. Another Day, I
Hell
think,
no,
it's just 10 times better.
No,
but,
that's not. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it is about a girl. You know what I mean? Getting her daily routine or whatever, and, finding love.
She brings a
But,
man.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I love the Ichiban as well. I think that's cool. Even though it makes no sense being in that song, you think something like that wouldn't work, but it does work for me.
It works. I
Yeah.
just remember like driving around listening to that. I'm like, oh, this is different. This is
Right.
So this is a different song here. So
It is.
ear catching a little bit.
I think it is. I think it's some good ear candy, and I still like it. I was going to say something else about, and it was a cool video, nice little video.
That nice little video, which I think somebody just who mentioned that. Tom Brennan mentioned the YouTube video being great. Yeah. God, these opinions, people, their opinions, and you're allowed to have them. Okay. Right. Oh my, Madone to me, as my grandmother used to say.
Was going to start some controversy here.
Madone is my Joe knows what I'm saying, Joe, when I
Hey.
say that, right? Come on, Joe.
Guys, chill out and have some gabagoo.
Yeah. All right. So you had somebody. Oh, I guess we're being too close with our rankings again, too. I guess. Oh well. I think we'll be very different, though. Always. As it is.
Yeah. So we're at. I think it's your 9 now.
Because that was your 9. Wait a minute.
Yes.
Brazil was. I'm just writing down my list. 9 for me, hand in hand. Yeah, which I'm gonna guess Tom has probably a little bit higher.
Touch.
I like it. It's a little too maudlin for me. Just a little too stiff, a little too sad. I love his singing on it, but it just I don't know. And I love McCartney and piano stuff, so it's hard for me to kind of talk down about a McCartney song on piano. But I just feel it's just a little too stagnant, Although I do like that flute in it or whatever it is.
Yes, the flute is excellent. Yes.
I really like that. That I like.
Nice addition to the song.
Really nice addition to that song, but I just think it's a little bit too dreary of a song for me.
Okay.
Just for me. We've got some people that really like it. Tony likes it, one of the best, and good for you. That's why we rank them.
Yeah, exactly. Another day is another planet than this.
Yes. I agree. That definitely, Tony, we agree with for sure.
Right. All right. So we're at 8, I believe.
8 for you, partner.
Yes. Yeah? Okay. I'm going with the song we first heard, the first new song we heard during the whole Corbin special, when they're in the bar and
Come on to me.
Come on to me. It's fine. It's good. It's fun. It's just Paul having a good time. But compared to the songs that the other songs that are still on the record, I just enjoy it better. I don't buy into people being, oh, I'm so offended that Paul's singing about a girl coming on to him and him coming on to a girl. I don't buy in that. I mean, you can do that at any age, or not any age, but 16 or up,
sure.
or up. But everybody wants love. You know what I mean? Everybody feels cool when someone comes on to them. And people can still do that at that age. As far as I'm concerned. So, but again, I think it's just like kind of like weak lyrics. But I do like that second half. I like the ending coda when you get the horns in there. That's a lot. Yeah. Exactly. Right. Yeah, and it is catchy. Alice says catchy. It is catchy.
I'll tell you, one of the best things though is just seeing him, Corden, singing in the car though. That was so cool.
Right.
I saw you flash a smile.
Oh, right. Right.
Yeah, you can dance to it. Very true, Ali. You can dance to it. Joe has it as his number 1, which I'm not that surprised because I think I've heard Joe's comments on this album. So
right.
Yeah, it's you hear it. Does it scream single? And we could parlay this because this is my number 8. So it's my number 8. For all the same reasons. It's an okay song, but it's just nothing. It's nothing great, and it almost sounds a little bit to me a little bit too memory almost full loud. Really? Like it just sounds loud, dun, 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 and then the big drum. Dun, it's like kind of takes me back to that memory almost full loudness stuff, especially where the album is sequenced too. You've got this nice kind of atmospheric opening with opening station into that beautiful I don't know, and then it's like. Dun, 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 and I'm like, I'm not ready for that yet. Me anyway, but it's an okay song. It's an okay song. I have it. It's middle of the road, and why you and I think have it placed ranked equally here. Sorry to keep you. We're boring some people with that, but it happens sometimes.
Right, that's true. Yes, people get offended by anything. True.
Real horn. Real horns, Ollie. Yes, real horns. Yeah, that's as Tom said. That part of the song really rocks. That.
Right. Exactly. And then to build on that, when we saw him live that year as well, he brought horns into his live show as well. So it was just kind of like we're getting a horns overload.
Yeah, bringing him horns back for the first time instead of Wixie just sitting there going on his keyboard.
Exactly.
Don't remind me of the show that I won tickets to and I did not go to. Don't just thanks. at
bad memories,
at Grand Central Station. Yeah.
Yeah.
Never gonna live that one down. But 8 is Come On to Me, and you're up on number 7.
All right, number 7, Oliver, Hand in Hand. Guess what, Oliver? You and I. We're exactly the same.
You've won a brand new car, like on The Price is Right.
I'm picking Hand in Hand as my 7. I do like this song. I do like how I like his falsetto voice in this one. I do like that flute, like you were talking about. I do love that. I want to give you my love. I want to tell you my story. I love all of that. I think lyrically, this is a great one of his great ballads that should get more recognition, in my opinion. And really enjoy it. Really enjoy this one.
Yeah, and I play just a nice plain ballad. Again, it's not a beautiful night, but it's a good song.
Oh no, yeah. I like Hand in Hand. I like the chorus to it. It's cool. I like it's romantic.
Yeah, all right.
I can see this being like the first dance at a wedding song. You know what I mean?
Very fair. Fair. I've got some rankings here. I want to say your name right there, pal. Jo says, Carlos says 8, come on to me.
Okay.
And Jackson has 7, happy with you. Okay. So where are we up to? That's my 7 now, right?
Yes, you're 7.
Tom's favorite, People Want Peace. I just like this song. I always did. I don't know why, but when I heard this album, I heard this song, I liked it. I know it's corny, and I totally agree with you. The peace thing is so overdone. He's done it. He did it great with Pipes of Peace, and then like why keep feeding the whole peace thing? And I could have been a good Ringo song. But I just like it. I like the drums in it. You know, I like it's almost kind of like a little bit of a rap thing going on there. You know, brothers and sisters, I bet you.
Right.
I like that. The theme is a little. I agree with you. It's like again peace, but it's just I just like it. I just always like that song on the record. So it's one that I don't skip. That's my 7. People Want Peace.
Cool. Andy, you're a smart man, says Jackson.
Okay, Jackson. Thank you. Don't know what I said, but
talk about Andy and his twee paw.
Oh, Hudson knows. See, Hudson knows well. You know me well, Hudson. You know the songs.
You do use that word quite often on this show, twee.
I do not.
Oh,
They do. Once or twice, maybe. Joe says twee a lot. Joe says it. I don't say it.
Okay.
I might say, I mean, listen, would I listen to you gave me the answer 100 times a day? Yeah, I would.
Fair enough. 6. This is another song that I think Neil Diamond would have been great for.
Which one?
I don't know. That's my song. That's my number 6 is I Don't Know.
Okay.
I can definitely see Neil Diamond doing this song. Kind of like in the late 70s, early 80s when he was doing that kind of stuff. But I don't know. I want to love this song, but I still don't necessarily love it. I like it a lot. I like it lyrically. Maybe it's just music wise. Maybe it's the mood of it that's not making me love the song, or maybe it's his vocals, because he does sound pretty old on this track. But that doesn't mean it's not a great song, because it is a great song. It's just, for me, it's just something not gelling with me on this song. But I still enjoy it. I still like it to be 6. You know what I mean?
So it's in the upper echelon of the album for you.
Yeah, it's
for
definitely
sure.
in the upper half. But it's not to where
You
it's
have it in the top 3 or whatever.
Right. But I want it there. But there's something that I'm just not clicking with that. Something's not clicking with me on that song. Whether it's
too dark.
got crows at my window.
Maybe it's too dark of a song for you. Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah.
Mayo and twee. Nice one, show. So you like it, but just something about it.
I like it a lot. I just don't love it. But I mean, maybe because I just don't find it the replay. You know what I mean?
Really?
It doesn't have a lot. It's like if I'm gonna hear it, I'm not gonna have the urge to play it back. The playback for me is not as great as other tracks on this song. Maybe I just got to be in that particular mood. Like Plastic Ono Band, you got to be in a particular mood to listen to a track. And
you're not going to go skipping down the street to Plastic Ono Band, or I don't know. I mean, maybe exactly. You do. Maybe you do. I don't know.
But I don't know. It's my 6th.
Okay. My 6th is Who Cares, which I think is such a great song. And really, I was trying to put it up a little bit higher, but I just couldn't do it. But what a great sentiment. And just a good song. Again, this might be more of like, I like the message better than the music in the song. Because it's so important, like just about bullying and how that's wrong. And 1,000% agree with him, how it's just, and he's sticking up for people. And that's the message. And that's pure McCartney. And I love that, who cares what the idiots say, who cares? I do, that's a universal message.
Perfect.
That's so important. And
right.
I think he write it because he read about something, but it was being bullied or something. I forget. It's just a great Tom Brennan. I don't know what's my number 10. Tom doesn't know what's wrong with. I don't know. Yeah. Who Cares is a great message, and I love it. I absolutely love Who Cares. You know, it just comes right out of the gate. You know, did you ever? You know,
Right.
it's, you know, I think it's just a great overall. Again, musically, it's no Golden Slumbers, but it's just a great message
Right.
for me. Paul Cares,
Paul
exactly.
Cares, that too, exactly.
So yeah, I love Who Cares. That's my 6th.
Okay. Considering more comic, Who Cares is a great message. Who Cares? The extended is pretty cool. I will agree with you on that one. My 5.
5. Here we go, baby.
Top 5. I was on the fence about this track until I saw the video. I've said this a couple times on the show.
Oh, I know what song this is. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
I know. I dig For You.
Okay.
I really do.
All right.
And you know, I more or less I love the chorus to it. You know, I just want to know how you feel. Want to love that's so proud and real. You make me want to go out and I mean, when you're younger, you know, when you find a girl and you want to go on a date, but you're broke, you know, of course you want to go out and steal something. So, you know, I get that. And what really struck me is during the video, you know, he kisses the girl and he walks home and he's singing a song. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. You know what I mean? Did that with my wife. You know what I mean? It's just I think that was so cool. That's what really hooked me on this song. And I love it. And I just want to. I remember when before this album came out, he said that he had a raunchy song, and I think this was the raunchy song. And who knows it? Because people said, "I just want to fuck you," you know, meaning the, you know,
whatever.
Yeah, but does he actually say it? I mean, it doesn't necessarily sound like he's saying.
Well, he's basically said that on Howard Stern, like with a little smile.
Right.
Thank you. The former two-leg co-host, thank you, David, saying cringy from a 76-year-old. Thank you, David.
You said you can be here, David.
I'm glad he said that because he said exactly what I'm feeling with that song. Can't stand it.
But if he was going to do that, then go all the way. Don't go back and sugarcoat it and say, no, it's just people, you know, when I say for you, people think I'm saying for you. So that's because then we spelled it that way on the lyrics. Or, you know what I mean? No, if you're going to be raunchy and you're going to be daring, then do it. I would have had 10 times more respect for him.
John did.
Right.
John
I mean,
did.
If the actual song was titled F-U-C-K-U, I would have been all over. I mean, you know, he
would have caught too much flack for that, though.
Right? Yeah, probably would have been my number 1 then.
This is the guy that has the book called "Hey Grand Dude." You really want the Grand Dude singing that? Come on, that ain't happening.
You know, he could have done that back in '76 and got away with it.
Hey, Grand Dude. Now I'm going to sing that's called "You." Come on. Yeah, in '76, Wings Over America, Hi, 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 all that. You want to do that? Rock on. Dilly Dilly. Not now.
No.
You know, come on. Day Tripper, I agree with you, brother. I agree with you. But Tom's got Tom. It's on Tom's top 5. So
that's right.
All right. 5.
Yeah, I agree with. Hold on.
Okay, go ahead. Go.
The best part. I'm sorry. Joe says the chorus is the best part, and I agree with that.
Okay, of course, for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead. 5.
5 for me. Confidant. Love Confidant. Again, warmed up to it. Some of these songs I didn't really warm up to until actually friend of the show, Dylan Seavey, kind of reawakened some of these tracks in my knowledge here with this album, just because I would discard them. And we talked to him, you know, a couple shows way back when I came on, and I remember him telling me some of his favorites, you know, and Confidant was one, and so was Dominoes. But Confidant, I really love it. He's talking about his guitar, you know, just a great acoustic ballad throughout the whole thing, throughout the whole song. You know, and just the guitar work, down, which, you know, I think the whole thing is beautiful. I really do. Confidant is easily a top moment of Egypt Station for me.
Absolutely. And that's why I got it at my 4.
Yeah, I love when that happens. I love when that happens. Just rolls
Yeah.
right on. Go ahead.
Exactly, and it is a really nice guitar. I love the acoustic guitar playing on this track. I love his vocals on this are really good. I used to, you used to be my confidant, my underneath the staircase friend. So that's where he put the guitar for, for years. That's where it was forgotten, and I do like the, play with you, I like the, I used to tell you my kind of like secrets and all that stuff. And,
Hey, it's a love song to his guitar.
here's a love song to his guitar, absolutely, and it works. It really does work. I think it's a great track.
Absolutely. A lot of people.
Anthems. Yeah.
Yeah, long, kind of Ollie thinks Confidant is middling. Joe has it at 4. Tom Brennan had it at 8. Likes the lyrics, just wish the song was a little bit better.
Oh, okay.
Ken Michaels does have magical powers. Yeah, yes, he does. Yes, he does. Tony Doyle says Confident reminds him of Still You Turn Me On by ELP because both were about music on guitar instead of a woman. Very, very smartly pointed out there, Tony. Very, very, very true about that. All right, so that was your 4.
Yep.
So now it's my 3rd. No, it's my no. Now it's my 4. My 4. And I know Tom likes this song as well. I'm very curious where he has it ranked. Happy with You. Love happy with you.
Yes.
Happy with you is just a great song. Again, lyrics and melody here on this one is the win-win.
Yes.
A lot of imagery in this,
Yes.
I used to wake up, used to get angry, used to get stoned, used to get wasted, all that's great. But now I'm, these days I know it because I'm happy, which is just a great message. And I love the bit, take a pocket full of coins and the cherry fountain. I love that.
Yep.
I love that. Love that. Yeah, and this is the Paul that I like, the happy, upbeat Paul that's singing, happier songs, and this is one of them. And I know that Tom likes it as well.
Yes.
I'm very curious where he has it ranked.
Yeah. Let's see here. Tony says, "Thank you, Adam." Jackson's got Saw You at number 4. My number 4 is Happy with You. 4, Who Cares for Oliver. Neil Young also has a love guitar to a guitar. The only thing I don't like about Confidence is how he says, "Unlike my other so-called friends." Who is he dissing? Good point. Good point. Happy with You.
Yeah, but watching Reunited Friends, love one another. It's just a great message. It's just a great theme. Again, kind of like the Who Cares thing a little bit. You're seeing the tender pole here a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Number 3, top 3. Who Cares? Number 3.
Very cool. You got a number 3. Awesome.
Number 3, just in the same vein as Always Somebody Who Cares, Too Much Rain, those kind of songs. Paul's comforting,
someone.
He's comforting somebody, and I really like that. He does a good job with these kinds of songs, I think. And again, I think musically it works. Video was okay. I think it was probably one of my least favorite videos of the 4 or 5 that he did for this album. But I love the feedback. I love the feedback at the beginning of the song. It kind of reminds me of some Terry Kath from guitar from the first Chicago
album.
Chicago Transit Authority. So I mean I do love the riff. I like the riff throughout the whole song, and I like the way he sings the song. It's just a good upbeat song that you can get happy with, and the message is the more important thing. And
absolutely,
this message works better now than the peace message does.
1,000%. Yes. It just because it does, and it's more important now than ever.
Right.
In this, I mean, bullying always sucks, but I mean, especially now, kids that actually have to go through it with cyberbullying and God knows whatever other app there is online. It's just they're constantly around by it, so it's a really, really important message now.
Agreed.
And contemporary and modern. So Who Cares was your 3. My 3, Do It Now. Loved.
Yes, I knew this would be high for you.
Yeah, I loved. Again, kind of very much like. When I heard it right away, I just knew I was going to like that song. I like. Tom thinks it's a little bit too slow. I think I like how it's drawn out like that. It starts out very quiet, got the time, you hear it, and then it kind of builds and builds and builds and builds. And I like that when in McCartney music, that where it builds up to this big crescendo, a big finish,
Right.
And then it just ends peacefully, quietly. And it's again a very simple message. Do it now,
Right.
while the feeling is clear. And it just, you hear those multi-layered vocals going on in this song, which is but it doesn't start out that way. It almost starts out almost like a little scant backing track, where he's whispering it, got the
Right.
time, and then it builds up, and then it builds up, and then the vocal becomes much more clear as you listen to the song, and then it builds and builds and builds, and that's what I really like about. I like the production of the song and the message, and I think "Do It Now" is top tier McCartney over the last 20 years for me.
Great, nice placement.
Two.
Paul is a terrible actor, but love him for it. Nice, Ollie. Nice. Number 2, top 2. So the night before it was supposed to drop at midnight. When you purchased this on Amazon, you were going to get the digital copy, okay, and then you were going to be able to listen to it at midnight, okay, Eastern time. However, I got it at 9 p.m.
Your time,
Pacific time, right? So I got
bastard.
Right. So since the first 2 songs were I Don't Know and Come On to Me, I skipped those automatically. So the first song that I heard off the album was Happy With You. And how happy I was.
So that was other than the first 2 songs, this was your
Right.
first exposure to the album.
And my word, I would just this song just excited me so much, and for the reasons that you said too. I mean, I love the guitar playing. I love the and our buddy Ken Womack talked about how because a lot of people are saying, oh, this is such a great ballad to Nancy, whatever, because he's happy with you. You know what I mean? But I didn't really put this together, and then Ken did. He's really singing about himself. He's finally happy with himself. He used to stay out too late. He used to get stoned.
I used to go to my doctor, but now I don't. Right? Yeah.
Exactly. So he's
Interesting.
happy.
He's actually talking about himself.
I think this is his love song to himself. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
Yeah, I think it was a great perspective and a different way to look at the song, and it works that way.
Very
It
introspective.
works that way. Yeah. So I was really happy to get that perspective on it because
So you must have heard that when you first heard that first song. You probably were like, "Whoa, this is good," right?
Yo, it was brilliant. I thought this was a brilliant. I still think it's a brilliant song. I still play the song often.
It's one of those. These are one of those key Egypt Station tracks for you, right?
Yes.
Happy
yes,
with you. Same.
Yes, exactly.
Same.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And I see mostly everybody in the commenters pretty much agree with us. Day Tripper doesn't, but a lot of Tony does. Happy with You is one of the best songs of the past 15 years. 1,000% agree, Tony.
No.
I think Tom would too.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just a great song. It really is. Where are we at?
You're at number 2, buddy.
2 for me. And you haven't said this yet, so I'm sure you're going to say it soon. Dominoes.
Okay.
Yeah, Dominoes, which means if you're following, you know what my number 1 is. But
Right.
Dominoes to me is man, and I got to credit again Dylan Seavey. I liked Dominoes when the album came out. They're talking to Dylan, and Dylan was a great musician. It was just talking to us about the
Right.
the awesomeness of Dominoes and the songwriting and the playing. I listened to it kind of with his perspective. I'm like, hey, he's onto something.
Right.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. It's like reading a book. It opens up with that guitar playing, in time, and you're listening to these lyrics, and then
Right.
it just goes, and then it kind of the best part of the song for me is the I guess the chorus, you'd say,
Yes.
and like the
Yes.
dominoes are
Dominoes.
falling.
Yes, absolutely.
That's the best part of the song for me.
Right.
Love that part of it. I know you have the lyrics right in front of you. But I think Dominoes is just an awesome track. It clocks in at just about 5 minutes. Great track. Where do you have it? Where do you have it ranked?
Well, if we're going to number 1,
Hey, we are.
yes, Dominoes is my number 1 track on the album.
I
just
knew
think,
it.
like again, everything kind of like for me with Happy With You and Who Cares, it just fits. I mean, lyrically, it fits. Musically, it fits. I mean, it's just a great blend, and it's a great production song. I think it's a good kind of like almost epic-ish kind of song, but not really, there. But I love how it ends or starts with the lyrics and ends with the same lyrics.
Yes, it starts, opens, and closes with the same lyrics.
I
Awesome.
love that touch. And and the lines of dominoes are falling into place, ignoring everything that in our way. All the telephones keep calling, constantly imploring us to come out and play.
That's a great line. That's a great line.
Yes,
it really is.
Exactly. And we broke the code, walked the road. I mean, that never ended. I mean, I dig it. I mean, the verses are fine, but the chorus really stands out. The first and the I love the way it starts and ends the same way. But yeah, musically, it's great.
We can start to begin. Yeah, living in the world we live in. This is here. This is now. We can find our way somehow. These are universal themes that anybody can relate to, and that's why he's a great songwriter.
Right, and it's a pure McCartney track for me.
So Ali, it's funny here. Dominoes in 2018 to Dice in 2020. Nice one. Tony also says, when you play dominoes, close your eyes. It's like a trance. Yes. Definitely, I could sense that. You put that song on, you hear those. Right. You hear those opening chords of the acoustic guitar, and you're like, "Oh, what's this one going to be?" It just takes you.
The minute I heard this song, I knew I was going to like it. And it'll be my number one for years to come, I'm sure. But Happy With You and Dominoes probably could have gone either way.
Did you feel that? Did you feel the same way about Dominoes on like the first time you heard it, or did it have to grow on you?
I knew it was an instant McCartney classic for me. Dominoes.
You did, okay. Yeah. So you knew right away. I didn't know right away. It took me a while to really warm up to it, but you knew right away. This is instant classic for you.
Yes.
Okay, Susan, my number one is I Don't Know. I love the first time I heard it. It's top tier McCartney song, and that says a lot. Well, Susan, this is my number one is I Don't Know, which if there's ever if there's like a theme of the album, I think this is it because it sets the mood of the album. Tom had this at 6. Okay, so I had it at 1. It's a place where McCartney doesn't go too often when he's dark. And I've just said I don't really like that. But then I like this. I like this one because he's very unsure of himself. These chords open up very kind of dark. And it's like, and I love the production about it. The drums in it, the dun, dun, dun. I love, I got crows down my window, dogs at my door, I can't take it anymore. He's questioning himself. I think it's a tremendous, tremendous McCartney song.
I think I was more surprised that he opened the album with this track than anything. You know what I mean?
Because he opened it up with normally he opens it up with such a different kind of a song.
Exactly. I think for me, the album would have worked a lot better if he switched it around, put Come On To Me, and then, then I Don't Know. But it does set a mood. You're absolutely right.
And the whole "What's the matter with me? I don't know. I don't know." I love that. I love his singing on that, and then it just ends. I don't know. I don't know. Beautiful piano playing that just takes us out and drifts us out of it and into that "Come On To Me," which I'm not really fond of. I like "Come On To Me." I just don't like where it's sequenced. But I just remember when I heard this single in 2018, I was like, "Oh, this is going to be one hell of an album." I was hooked. I heard that song in June of 2018, and I'm like, man, we're gonna get this great, great McCartney album. I can't freaking wait for it. And I still get excited for it, even though it's a kind of a very kind of, again, it's kind of a song that's kind of a little bit of like quiet, depressing. But I love it because to me, it sets the mood of the album, and I absolutely love it from start to finish.
Right.
It's to me, it's the number one album, the number one song for Egypt Station for me, which I'm glad to see that. It's my friend here. Susan says, "Oh, it shows that Paul can even be vulnerable and have doubts." Yeah,
absolutely. And I like Tony's comment here. Each song is so different. I like that. Yeah, and I like that too.
Yeah, and
that's generally the feel of every McCartney. I mean, almost every song is different.
Yeah,
I think that's great. So.
Yeah, and again, just this was such a prolific. I mean, I still think we're in a prolific time here with Paul and his stuff, and it's just. That was like the extra songs and the Explorers edition and the vinyl edition. And I actually joined Two Legs kind of on the heels of all this post Egypt Station stuff. Really,
Right.
it was
Right.
I think one of the first episodes we talked that I was on, we discussed Home Tonight and In a Hurry, which were from these sessions. And then
Right.
the Explorers edition, I want to say, came out around that time when I joined the show, I think in 2019, right?
After, yeah, that came out. Yeah, you came on after that release.
After the release, but it was definitely 2019, I think, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Right. So it was just a really cool time to again, strange that it's 3 years now already. From the onset of this release. But let's see. What did Robert say? I don't rank the songs, but Confidant Dominoes, Who Cares? I don't know would be my top 4. And at the risk of being banned by the Two Legs crowd, Back in Brazil might be 5. I love that. That's great.
Yeah, no, it's great. That is awesome.
You're not getting banned by us. And we only have Ethan's our moderator, and he loves everybody. So
yes,
get enough.
The first Talk More Talk episode was our review of this album, Egypt Station.
That's
Absolutely.
right.
Yeah. Get
Wow.
enough. Ugh.
Yeah, we're getting single drops on New Year's Eve.
Yes.
Crazy. And then all these extra tracks, and it's like, come on, you could have just threw them all on the album.
It was almost kind of like a station to station. You know what I mean? You got the album, then New Year's Eve we got the song, and then we got a few more songs.
Then a few more, and it's like,
Yeah.
what is this? It's like 3 discs.
Then we got the Suitcase. Then we got the travel. the Explorers.
The Explorers
and
edition. It's crazy, but
it was a never-ending trip. For
yeah,
sure.
the auto tune on Get Enough is rough, but as my partner has pointed out on this song, the second half of Get
Second
Enough
half
is
melody.
phenomenal.
Oh. Yes.
If you don't know the song Get Enough, listen to it. Now, the auto tune is terrible. It is. Look past that and listen to the last minute of that song. It is like majestic, like top level McCartney stratosphere, melodic, music.
I agree. Yeah, I think so. Absolutely. Before people take off, I do want to talk about something. Our friend Paul Sally, who finally finished his book, Little Wing, the Jimmy McCullough story. That book is now available to pre-order on Barnes and Nobles. So go on Barnes and Nobles, type in Little Wing in the search, and if you want to pick it up. I know the price might be a little steep for some people, but it looks like it's going to be a really good book. We talked to Paul about it. He told us a little bit about what's in it. I'm excited for it. It looks like it's description say it's 300 pages, so we're going to get a lot of stuff from that book. So I did pick up the hardcover edition myself, and looking forward to getting it.
Yeah, that's going to be another book for the shelf and to read, and a full book on Jimmy McCullough's life, which has long been in the works, but going to be much appreciated when we have it.
Yeah, absolutely. So 2 episodes left. Andy, you're available next week, right? We're doing this next week. What are we doing?
Wednesday, June 2nd. I'll tell you in 1 minute. I think we're good to go. Yes.
Okay, so as of right now, things can change.
Yes. I know there's been some chit chat in social media about we weren't going to do it this week, but then we are doing it. Hey, listen, Tom and I, this is a hobby. This is not our lives. This is a hobby. So things come up. So if we say we're not going to do it and we do it, we apologize, but we adjust on the fly.
You adjust on the fly, absolutely. So next week it's the non-album tracks, it's the hidden tracks, it's the bonus cuts from the last 20 years. So we're talking about songs like Frank Sinatra Party, Get Enough, Why So Blue, 222, Demons Dance, Hell to Pay, Hope for the Future, The Blink of an Eye, Vanilla Sky. We're talking about all these tracks that weren't on the proper albums themselves. So we're going to be ranking those tracks next week. And I think it's about 25, 26 songs. It's going to be another epic ranking. So McCartney 3 will be in a couple weeks.
That'll be in a few weeks. And that's going to cap this series.
Yes. So probably Sunday, Monday, I will be typing on our Facebook page what songs we will be ranking. So yes. So Vanilla Sky, Tony, yes, will be included in that. My Soul, unfortunately, no, because it wasn't on a McCartney record. I mean,
Right.
It's not McCartney.
If it's released by McCartney, it's a McCartney record. It's going to get talked about. But
this was on a Nit and Swanee album, and it was featuring McCartney.
yeah.
So yes, Comfort of Love will be there, absolutely. So the bonus tracks from Chaos and Creation, absolutely, they'll be there as well.
Right. Anything billed to McCartney. Right.
Yes. Love Song to the
Love
Earth.
Song to the Earth. Come
Be
on.
there. Love Song to the Earth will not be there.
This loving game will be there.
Absolutely.
That'll be high on my list for just a little
Yeah.
teaser.
Yeah. So if you're out there watching, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe. We would appreciate that. We love having you all here. 2 more to go. Thank you all for taking this journey with us, because it definitely has been a fun journey. I love going back and listening to these records if I haven't heard them for a while. So that's really good. Turned Out will definitely be there. Yes.
Yeah.
Steph will prepare a special menu for us. Absolutely, Brad.
He will.
Absolutely.
Go tomorrow and just chop.
Mo, we will not be including the Kanye stuff.
Thank God.
Yes, we will not be including that stuff. Thank you, Day Tripper. Appreciate that. So once again, if you haven't subscribed, please do. We're getting close to 600. That'd be really cool if we can get there sooner rather than later. In the blink of an eye, Susan will be there as well. Yes.
What? We are doing that?
In the blink of an eye, absolutely. That was a song that he did for a film.
Oh,
an
right.
animated film.
Oh, all right. You're right. Yes,
Yep,
62nd Street. Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
Tom will post the list and you'll see all the songs we're going to talk about.
Yeah. So, Andy, anything you want to mention before we sign off?
Not much. Just motoring through. Thank you, everybody, for your patience with our shows. We took a little bit of a break, but we're back on and rocking and rolling. We had a couple of new episodes drop. We've got a new episode dropping on Saturday, where Tom and I tackled a little bit of a fun chat. Nothing crazy, 45 minutes, where we talked about McCartney's, what was it again? How did it go, Tom? What was Paul's last great album, Last Good, and First Bad. So that was just a little fun chat between the two of us that we had, and that's going to drop on Saturday.
Right. So that was started from Ultimate Classic Rock Facebook page. So we just thought we would add our 2 cents to that. Last week episode with Timmy Sean. Timmy Sean did 2 tracks on the Ram On tribute CDs. So check that out. He sang lead vocals on Smile Away and Monkberry Moon Delight. A lot of people don't know this, but his family, I mean, he was born into Beatles music. I mean, his family are the Mahoney brothers, his dad and uncle. If you one of the longest lasting Beatles tribute bands out there. So, and he plays with them from time to time. So check that out, please. So
thank you very much, Susan.
Yeah,
really appreciate. Very nice of you to say that.
Well, Tony, First Bad Red Rose. Well, guys, please listen to the show and add those comments in the comment section.
Yeah, you will see. We'll drop that on Saturday. So thank you, everybody.
So thank you. We'll see you next week live for another edition of Ranking the Tracks. So everybody out there, Saturday, our episodes drop at 10 p.m. Eastern time.
AM.
Yes, AM, 10 a.m. Thank you. 10 a.m. Eastern time. I don't know what time zone you are, but that's what time they drop.
We drop them 10 a.m. Eastern time on YouTube and also simultaneously on Podbean and all the podcast sites if you want to listen to the audio version.
So if you subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit the bell, you will get notified a half hour before it premieres, and then you'll get notified as well as the show starts. So please do subscribe and hit that bell, and you're going to find out when those shows will happen. So there you go, everybody. Great seeing you once again. It's been a blast, as he says, and peace out, everybody. Have a great day and a beautiful night. Take care.
See you, partner.
Take care.